Hello. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Honest Steven, and we're going to be playing through Castlevania Rondo of Blood. The Japanese title is more specific, and I don't recall it offhand, but this is the TurboGrafx 16 exclusive, at least originally, Castlevania game that was, in essence, going to be Castlevania 4 before the whole licensing agreement between Nintendo and Konami, which got us Super Castlevania 4. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this. I tried a few times on my own personal file, and as you can see, I haven't made it very far. This is one of the more difficult Castlevania games in the entire franchise, at least for the classic type, because most of them are more inspired by Symphony of the Night. Technic. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's just a stage select? Anyway, like I said, this is more of a classic Castlevania. I prefer this style. I'm a bigger fan of Super Castlevania 4 on the Super Nintendo than I am any of the other games, but this one's a close second. It's really good. This is like some kind of demo. Technique. Maybe that's a thing that shows you how to take down bosses. Yeah, like technical help? That's maybe. Anyway, chronologically speaking, this game is the direct predecessor to Symphony of the Night. I'm gonna shut up for a minute and let you guys watch this because it's... yeah, because it's pretty awesome. We play as Richter Belmont, not the more well-known Simon Belmont. And if you are familiar with Symphony of the Night on PlayStation 1, the very first thing you start off doing is playing the final fight from this game, which is pretty cool. And weird, considering we didn't get this till a while after Symphony of the Night. I forgot the buttons. So, the TurboGrafx 16 was power-wise on par to the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis, but its controller was a 2-button controller, just like regular NES was. I'm playing with the classic controller on my Wii, which has all the shoulder buttons and face buttons and stuff. So I was hitting Y to whip, like you would in Castlevania 4, instead of B. Interesting that Hudson went with the 2-button controller over a 4-button controller based on a thing, but it did come out before Super Nintendo, and the Super Nintendo was the first system to do 4 buttons. Genesis did, 3, so... This technically, since this was part of the TurboGrafx CD situation, I think this technically released after Super Castlevania 4 on the Super Nintendo, which for people that played that first, then played this, it seems a little odd. In Super Castlevania 4, Simon was extremely mobile. He could control his jumps better than most Castlevania games. He could whip in every direction, not just straight forward. He was so powerful mechanically that it made the sub-weapons, which is a Castlevania staple, feel kind of unnecessary. So when they released this game, it went back to its roots, so to speak, and Richter cannot do anything crazy. He can... Let me see. I can't remember how to do it. I think there's a way to maybe unlock it. I might be thinking of a different game, but I was pretty sure he could do some kind of weird jump or something. Anyway, he's a lot more restricted than in Super Castlevania 4, which is one of the reasons this game is harder. It's also just flat out designed harder. Hearts act as weapon energy for the sub-weapons. Different weapons require a different amount of hearts. They have different functionality, and the entire idea of the sub-weapon system, if you haven't played much of Castlevania, is to supplement the main character's whip. So, under normal circumstances, you will just whip the enemy straight forward, no problem. But say you're on a flight of stairs, or an enemy's too tall, or you can't get close, or anything like that, there generally will be an appropriate sub-weapon nearby that you will have access to and will make the fight go a little easier. They also tend to help a bit with bosses, but not always. Like here is a prime example. It's very difficult to hit this dragon from the ground with just the whip, but since I picked up the axe beforehand, I can hit him with the axe. One of the big features of this game is that there are alternate paths. I generally finish this stage with the alternate path, which gives you a werewolf boss fight. It's a lot harder, and the sub-weapons don't really make too much of a difference. This is the more straightforward option. A lot of the most iconic Castlevania songs came from this game. It has a lot of weight in the overall franchise's lineage, so to speak, which only further exaggerates how odd it is that we didn't get it. I mean, again, don't get me wrong, I adore Super Castlevania 4, but this is an absolutely amazing game. So, missed opportunity. Like I said, we technically got it in the form of Dracula X, but while that's a totally fine game on its own, it's not as good. It doesn't feel as well thought out. Crap. I'm playing real bad. Bear with me as I get used to playing an old 2D platformer again. If you were there when I went through Mega Man X, I acclimated to that a bit quicker, but this is not as prevalent in my growing up with video games as Mega Man X was. I physically owned Mega Man X. I didn't play this when it was released. Plus, it's just been a very long time since I've played something on the Wii's Virtual Console. Plus, I'm just bad. I mean, I'm not very good at the game. No doubts or arguments there. Some people don't really care for Castlevania regarding its classic games due to the stiffness and the rigidity of the mechanics, but... Ooh, spooky red eye. But I prefer it. I think it adds heft and weight. I mean, one of the prime examples of justifying the control is if you run and jump forward in real life, you're not going to be able to stop, turn around, and come back down midway in whatever direction you want. You have to commit. And no, I'm not saying that this game should be realistic. What I'm saying is it makes sense. I mean, overall, you know. Comparing it to something like Mega Man or Super Mario Brothers or something like that, it's kind of hard to wrap your head around, and it does make it a bit more unpalatable, but I like it. When I'm not dying all the time. Well, there you go. As long as you have lives, which you only have a few of, you'll start at a checkpoint for the stage. When you die completely and have to continue, you go all the way back to the beginning of the stage. When you die, you lose your sub-weapons. I think you lose all your hearts. I'm doing so bad. Run. Run away. Jump. Holy water's fine. Chewy. They were coming for me, man. This is a pretty cool scene. This... Oh, I didn't want... Alright, so the keys aren't technically sub-weapons. You need them to unlock doors to get to secret areas, and that's one of the ways that you access the hidden characters in this game. But I don't know where they are. Oh, I forgot he keeps coming. Yep, well, there you go. You should get to see him in his full design. Big old dead body. But see, that's technically a checkpoint. But yeah, you can play as Maria? I think it's Maria. Or, can't remember. There's two people you can play as, I think. But yeah, see, this is one of the alternate paths. I just don't want to be down here. I don't want to be anywhere. Being near water sucks, because water kills Belmonts. They can't swim, canonically. Alright, this I would have needed the key for. So, waste the time. At least I didn't die. Whenever you hear that music, you know you're in a boss room, for lack of a better word. It's not always one room, be a hallway, but it's just like a warning, get ready. See, you can pretty much bypass that entire first stage boss. And then it puts you here, and you fight this boss. Stop pressing the wrong buttons. If I could stop missing the jump button. Come on. Ugh. Alright, well, that's a game over. Continue. And back to the beginning of the stage. It's not that big of a deal with the shorter stages, but some of these stages are really long, and you just get penalized really bad for getting a game over. While I don't really have much to talk about, I'll bring this up. I had a friend, somebody that watches my videos, mention to me last time I saw him that he felt I really had no energy in my commentary, in my videos in general. And some of you who have been... oh my gosh! Some of you that have been around for watching all my videos on my channel might already know it's not a good excuse, but the reason for that is because I don't have much time to record videos. I work a full-time job. I have a 2.5-year-old son. My wife works a freaking 60 hours a week, so we're back to back on that, and we both have responsibilities and everything. So the only period of the day where I can consistently sit down and not have anybody interrupt me or me bother anybody is late at night. Which right now is 12:30 in the morning. Well, 12:30 at night. And I've been up since 7:30 this morning, so it's hard to not be tired by this point. And I do. I feel bad. The people that know me personally are more familiar with a much more energetic, is the best word to put it, and vibrant personality than what you guys are getting on the channel. And I don't like that, but I've tried recording during the day, and my son interrupts a lot, even when he's napping, or like I'll have somebody come to the door, or I'll have whatever, you know. And I don't mind doing one video a day, but it just isn't smart for the overall progression of time. It's much better to just knock out 3, 4, 5 episodes in a sitting and have them good to go for a week. I'm gonna try to hold on to that key this time now that I know where a door is. But yeah, so that way I can guarantee you guys get new content every day. And right now, that just works out to be the middle of the night. I do hope that as time goes on, you guys will get more of what you deserve. And the people that have stuck around and actively supported me, I appreciate it. It definitely means a lot. I know it's possibly been hard to swallow. Oh, the key is gone. Well, okay. It's been hard to swallow sometimes, but you know, like, that's feedback. It's constructive feedback. It keeps me informed, and it allows me to do what you guys deserve. But yeah, so anyway, main point is I apologize. I'm trying to remedy that as best I can. At least for the moments that I don't have much to say, you guys can listen to this kick-ass soundtrack. As you can see, you get the holy water in this room every time. That's because, while it might not be the best thing in the world, it is a good tool to assist you against the werewolf. When you're not playing stupid, like me. Yeah. I hate this fight. It's not even that hard, it's just... just difficult for me for some reason. Come on! Damn it. Richter has a really small invincibility window too, which is... Yeah, oh, you prick. Got it. Damn it, I forgot. Yeah. I think every boss in this game has a death attack that they do when you kill them, and I'm pretty sure it can kill you. I just got extremely lucky. There's so much I don't remember about the game. Well, with that, I'm gonna end the episode for today. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed what you saw. Leave a comment. How has it been to tolerate my sleepiness during my voiceover? So I definitely just grabbed this game randomly off off the shelf. I just picked it up randomly to just have something to play. But I'm open to suggestions for what you guys want to see. I haven't had nearly as much input and feedback from the people that follow my stuff recently, so I've been flying really blind, and that's kind of discouraging a bit, but I'll get back there, you know. It'll spark back up soon enough. But yeah, like I said, like the video, leave a comment with your feedback and thoughts, subscribe to my channel, please. It will keep you posted when I upload new content, which, when things are smooth, is one episode every day. My general process is to play through a game and then to review it. And I got my first review up a couple weeks ago. It was Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition. Any game that I've completed will eventually become a review. It's just scripting out and filming a review takes a lot more time than just playing through a game. So bear with me on that. But for the time being, I'm going to continue doing my best to bring you one of the most honest opinions you can find online. And I will talk to you guys later. See ya.